Hello, my adult roles and responsibilities students. Today is October 2nd, Friday, and so this video is for the week of October 2nd. Let's see what we did. So, looking here on the class website, we only had 2 days together this week. It was a kind of a B week, if you will. So we talked about validation on Monday, and that picked up off of our levels of communication from the previous Friday. So the levels of communication we had talked about was superficial, personal, and validation. So on Monday, I wanted to really dig our fingers deep into what validation is. And simply put, validation is the act of accepting the person. Validation is all about when somebody comes to us with, expressing trauma or expressing sadness or hurt or anger, or expressing something really positive that they're excited about. Our job as friends and loved ones is to accept them in that emotion, right? And it looks as simple as something like this, right? How to listen or how to validate someone. Pick a random item from the left, follow it up with a random item from the right, and repeat until the person is done complaining. Assuming that's a negative thing, right? But what this does, this is meant to be humorous, but what this does is this makes sure that the other person feels heard, feels understood, and that their emotions are accepted, right? So I want to present to you two different ideas. Imagine somebody comes to you, Imagine imagine your puppy just died, okay? Imagine that it escaped out of the backyard and just got run over, okay? And let's assume that you loved this puppy, all right? Which you should. If you're a decent human being, you would love any puppy. So let's assume you love this puppy. So now, of course, you're very distraught. You're sad. You might be angry. You're filled with regret. Whatever, right? This puppy just died. So you go to two friends, okay? Let's go through friend number one. Your first friend, as you're telling them the sad story and you're expressing your sorrow, says something to the effect of, "Hey, it's okay, you can get another puppy. It's all right." That's not accepting you, is it? Does that help you? Does that help you feel better? No, of course not. What they're doing, again, they're trying to help. It's not that they're intentionally being a bad friend, but they're trying to help. They're trying to encourage you and give you something else to look forward to. But what they're really doing is they're rejecting your emotions, right? They're rejecting you. You're coming forward with all of the sorrow and pain, instead of them saying, "That pain is reasonable and I'm sorry you're feeling it. Let me feel it with you." Instead, they're saying, "Stop feeling the way you're feeling. Hey, it's okay, you can get another dog, it's okay." Is translated really emotionally as, "Stop feeling the way you're feeling." You go to your second friend and you tell them the sob story of your terrible loss and how angry and sad you are, and they give you a hug. And they say, "Oh no, I'm so sorry," and they pat your back and they listen to you talk about how you feel like it's so-and-so's fault, maybe it's your fault, and they're there and they say things like, "I can see where you're coming from. I can see this has really upset you. I'm so sorry." Those kinds of things, that is that person accepting you, right? They're not trying to fix anything, they're accepting you. And that's what validation is all about. So we kind of talk about 4 ways to validate people, 4 elements or ingredients to validation. Just being there for them. Again, not trying to necessarily fix things, just being there. Reflecting back with things like, "It sounds like you're in a lot of emotional pain. It sounds like you're really sad and I'm really sorry." Right? Reflecting back on that. Normalizing, which is to say, helping them to feel normal in their emotions. Something like, "You're upset that you lost your dog. I get that. Everybody is upset when they lose their dog. It's okay. I'm sorry it's okay that you're sad, right? It's okay that you're sad. I would be too, and I'm sad for you." Right? You're making their emotions feel normal because a lot of the time we frequently feel like when we're angry or when we're sad or when we feel betrayed or whatever, sometimes we can feel like, oh, I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't feel this way. There's no reason for me to be feeling this way. But we are feeling that way. And when somebody validates us and helps normalize those emotions, we don't feel so wrong or so weird, right? And empathize with the person, help them understand that, or help feel with them. The word empathy means to feel with. And so empathize with them. Help try to connect with their sorrow and feel some of that yourself. And I know that sounds weird, right? I'm encouraging you to feel sorry and sad and bad. But what this person needs who just lost their puppy, they need somebody to commiserate with them. And you as a sister or a brother or an uncle or a friend or whatever, that's your job. That's what it means to love each other. So some other examples of what this might look like. Oop. Okay, there we go. Right, just some other examples of what this might look like. And this can be done via text, right? This is what validation does not look like, right? And these are some examples of what validation is not. And then here are 3 really good videos. So this one is much more informational. This one is funny. And this one is also funny. And as you watch this one, watch for ways in which the gentleman on the left of the screen validates the other person. It's funny. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Just watch for validation, accepting of the other person as you watch both of these. And then down here is the practice. And so I'm giving you all a practice where I want you to practice validating other people. So just in your day-to-day conversations, practice accepting the other person through some of these methods, and then tell me what you learned and how it went in an email or something, and that's it. Pretty simple. You should be able to get it done within 5 days. You should easily be able to validate somebody once a day. Easily. So that's there for you, and that's on the class website up here under validation. And then on Wednesday, we talked about styles of communication. And there are 4 styles of communication, and they're represented here. Aggressive, passive, and assertive. I explain each of them here in these 4 slides, and then visually kind of here on this chart as well. And then these are 5 videos to kind of help demonstrate various elements of these 4 styles of communication. So those are pretty straightforward, and I think you probably don't need me to help explain anything there. But if you do, of course, please email me, and I will happily either create another video or just write you a response to help explain things. Be advised. Sorry, I've got an itch. Sorry, just itch on my nose. Be advised that October 12th is the last day to do anything for your grade in first quarter. Okay, so your exams and your practices, your exams and your practices and any retakes of exams and practices that you want to do, all of that is due October 12th. Okay, so that's October 12th is the last day to do anything for your grade in first quarter. So make sure that you're on top of things. Check your Power School. Make sure you know where you are and what you want to get done. Communicate with me and get that taken care of. Okay, I think that's it for this week. You're all caught up more or less, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.